Yeah, but I'm not paying that phone bill. Alright. What is today? What is today?
Today is
We got,
Wednesday.
starting it off, Wednesday the 3rd? 2nd? 2nd. Today's the 2nd. Checks don't bounce till tomorrow, we're doing good.
Because the Mayo is on. The Mayo.
Mayo, yeah, Trey Cinco de Mayo's coming up. Big party. Is it on Friday this year?
I feel like we should intro
Friday, Saturday?
when we start, like,
What do you want for an intro?
I don't know. Another episode of Tales from the Vape Shop?
Yeah, I mean, we were only a few seconds in. We can move on to that. Welcome to Tales from the Vape Shop, episode 3. Very exciting day. We got lots going on. We got bad. That's how we should start it off. That's what we're gonna start it off. A new shitty artist song of the week. This week's Bebe. What's your name? Vicky Valentina or something? What's her real name? So yeah, we're going to see how we like it. We're gonna see how we like. What's her new song? Oh, it's got Lil Yachty. So it's weird. You're getting a double trash feature. You get some Yachty, as Lord Jamar would call him. Lord Jamar is the best. He's the coolest. He's so openly racist, and I love it.
I like that. Yeah,
Shit artist of the week. So shit artist. I don't want to hit this too much; it'll resonate. Yeah. So shit artist of the week, Bebe, and it's our gift, her gift to us.
Yes.
Which is our gift to you. 1 day ago, 4.5 million views in 1 day.
Oh, what's that with the amp, bro?
Right.
1 day, she has 4.5 million views.
Yep.
And it is a hot bag
I've
of
not
garbage.
heard it. A nice roasted bag of garbage. So we got it turned up. Let's see what we got here. What I'll do is I'll just zoom in the video and mix it up with.
Yeah, we'll just get our.
And then I'll cite her for this. Okay, so Babby.
With Little
Yachty.
Bobby featuring Little Yachty.
What's funny about, before we start this, what's funny about her and him is they're polar opposites, right? We got Yachty, well, aside from the fact that both music's trash, he's like a good kid, He, as far as I know, probably still lives with his mom. And he's just like you would see as your positive young male role model, aside from music being Garbo. But him as a person, though, nice guy, doesn't want to do drugs, doesn't want to go out and party, likes, he's a SoundCloud sensation, so he actually kind of, he went out to, he wasn't like her where she's known for being a terrible daughter, and then, music producers who like to promote terrible things for another generation of terrible people came to her and said, hey, you want to be a rapper? And she's like, I'm not stupid, of course. Who wouldn't? You want to be a rapper? Whatever, dude. I ain't got to work. You gonna catch me working? So, you gotta hand it up for that. She took advantage of a situation. You only get so many of those in your life to cash out, and so she to cash me outside. You see?
That was what I was gonna bring up to you.
Boom,
a second.
baby.
People are gonna start seeing her in this light and forget for the idiocy that she became known for as the cash me outside girl. Mm-hmm. She was on Dr. Phil for troubled kids or whatever. It's basically the South Park episode where Cartman wants to go to the theme park because he do what he want in real life.
Yeah, it's like a real thing. It's like they're future predictors. So yeah, let's roll this bad boy.
All right, this is Bad Baby featuring Little Yachty.
Yachty.
In Gucci FlipFlops.
Gucci FlipFlops is the name of the jam, so you know it's going to be good. They're running out of Gucci things to rap about, I think is a problem. And
never.
Now, Yachty carries a purse, if I recall.
Not expect sound quality so high.
Yeah, so he carries a purse, and she doesn't. Ooh, and that'll actually roll us in. The first thing we should talk about is the expanding masculinity.
Six.
Now, they're not spending any money on the video. That shows her value to the producers.
Or just how cheap it is to make garbage.
Yeah, anybody could do this. She has a platform, obviously. She did it! Oh, she's doing the thing. That's so hot right now.
Some lubes?
Oh, some old school moves. Yeah, I didn't even get those anymore, old man. The kid's like, I'm feeling it. We're indoctrinating them.
Not even wearing a wristwatch.
That's true. Is he trying to be hard? Yep. I like how the dad just sits there. Typical beta male dad. He's smoking his pipe though.
Thinking about other types of pipe.
David Spade, I was just wondering about him. I was like, what happened to David Spade?
So mom's not home.
Bitch, you just hired me to fuck. I know I speak Chinese. What? Yeah, bitch, you must have your own house. What the fuck you got going on? Your ugly ass milk trying to poison me and shit. I don't know where the fuck you got that milk from. Definitely ain't out no fucking cow.
I'm gonna go and come back. She's a toy.
Who's that guy? Oh, it's okay. So now we're modern.
Yeah.
Kid's got tattoos on his face.
Where this Bims. Oh my god.
So it's bad. You would think this should be satire, but I think the whole thing's satire. I think it's all just a hustle.
Well, the guy who's producing it is smart, and he's like, it's satire to him, but he knows it's gonna sell.
Yeah, no.
He's probably like at home, like, no, fuck. Can't believe I fucking made that.
I'll watch it for free. You know, everybody's just watching it for free. Nobody's buying it.
Yeah.
I bet there's not as many of the songs sold as there is Twitter followers, because Twitter's free.
But that's it. That's the shit artist of the week feature. Gucci FlipFlops.
We got 2 for 1
Nice.
on the first one. I am excited. So yeah, shit artist of the week. I like that. That kind of really ties us into.
It gets us going,
our
man.
music. Yeah. So, you know, it's a good deal.
All right.
I enjoyed myself. Yeah. So good for
Him
them.
wearing-
Good for David Spade being relevant. God, I love that guy.
So little Yachty wears a purse and Bad Baby does it.
People
So we're
like
gonna
David
go.
Spade don't age. He looks the same as did in 1992.
That's true.
He's such a dude.
That
Like
is
since
true.
I've been born, that dude's looked the same.
Who else is that way? I feel like whenever I'm not thinking about it, they're all over the place. I'm
Yeah,
just
people
like,
aren't
this
aging
guy, this
anymore.
guy. It's like,
You know, like Clooney and people like that, they just don't age.
you
It's
just get
crazy.
different hair color.
It's crazy, man. He's got the salt and pepper though, with his perfect hairline. Man, I
Right.
tell you what. So it's funny to see. You know, we were talking about what's hot right now, and actually, I could probably use the old lappy toppy to look up the expanding masculinity
It's like a UT program.
that University of Texas is doing. And so they're promoting men to wear dresses and lipstick and express your masculinity in a feminine fashion.
As well as shaming men who
Yeah.
project, who are seen as like a masculine male. Say like a guy wearing a jersey with a ball cap and carrying a football. They want to make him feel sorry for looking like a typical male.
Yeah. And so it's almost, and I think what it does is when you have like a big strong guy, it promotes that a woman needs a man to protect her.
Yeah.
You know, like want a big strong man to protect you. And it's like it's all about that. Women want their own. They want to be seen as they need to be taken care of. They can take care of themselves. Which made me think about the Vox had written an article about how these women didn't get these awards they should have gotten for the Boston Marathon, but if they had been men, they would have gotten these trophies and the prize money. But then when you go on to read the article, it says that the women got a 28-minute head start.
Which, if anybody who is any partial kind of athlete, like say modestly an 8-minute mile, think about that. She's already 3 miles ahead of the starting males. 3 whole miles. An 8-minute mile, that's That's a fast jog. That's like not saying she's like dead sprinting. Like that's being, you know.
But the problem is the clickbait of the article name. Okay, so most people they go and comment after reading the clickbait, not even going into the article. So you would see what a jackass the person who wrote this article was had you actually opened up into it, and it goes back to what we were talking about recently. News sources where everybody's a news source and none of them really care to give you any news. It's just all kind of like it's you know, you click on it and then they see that you clicked on it and they see 10 million people clicked on it, so then we can charge our advertisements appropriately to how many people are clicking on it. So that's where they're making their money, is the advertisements. And the problem is perpetuating anger with men and women towards each other just to sell like lotion or something, you know what I mean? Or probably track shoes. They're smart. They put the track shoes there because the only people who are going to be interested in that are like hate mongers and track and field athletes.
Anything you can do, I can do.
But then it says, you know, if they were men, they would have gotten a trophy. Like, yeah, they wouldn't have had a 28-minute head start, then they would have gotten a trophy and they would have earned it. You know, if the men and women are equal, then they shouldn't have given them a head start. You know, and it'd be equal rights, and you know, everybody would be on the same page. But that's the way the game goes. You know, that's how it goes. So that's my Vox roast of the day. I'm really burning out on them, man. I don't want to be in an echo chamber and just follow things I like, but they are so against.
Oh wait, no, that's not what we wanted to roast Vox about. We wanted to roast Vox about the sex trade.
Oh my goodness!
Yes. How did you?
Vox is another thing, and that's 2 in 1 day, and that one's worse. You're right. Okay, so Vox, baby. They were getting behind the hookers, the prostitutes, the sex workers.
Standing up.
I don't know what all I can call them before they pull the video.
Exactly.
But
ladies of the night.
yeah, ladies of the night, red light dancers.
Yes.
They can go on for days. So. They, President passed a bill getting rid of the ladies of the night, the websites, the back pages, the things like that, and they solved those websites as their safe environment to advertise themselves, and now they have to hit pounds of pavement. They got to go hit the streets like old times. Now I have always respected this profession. But you know what you are, okay? And you know you shouldn't be trying to get people behind you that legitimately work for their careers, okay? And they try to incorporate it in the Me Too movement, and these ladies of the night, I like that, I'm going to call them that, the ladies of the night, the free drink getters, are getting promoted by the fact that if this bill passed and one child doesn't get picked up, stolen, and then sold because of this bill, then the bill's a success. You are angry at a bill that was designed to protect women and children. How messed up is that? For the sake of monetary value of the late night ladies, okay? So they're gonna be fine. Okay, they have a precious commodity. They're going to earn their money, they're going to get it like they always have, and sometimes they get Jack the Ripper, but they knew what they were doing when they got in the business, okay? You don't back the people because you're mad that they're losing a little bit of income, unless they own, you know, maybe they were advertising on the websites, that's why they're really mad. Their bosses were advertising on the websites. So it's messed up, man. It's here to help the children and the women, and you're standing against it just because who did it. Just because who signed the bill, that's the real reason. And if someone's doing something to help instead of just ignoring it, I mean, especially with the minorities, nobody stands up to care like if a black kid gets stolen. Nobody stands. Nobody. It's never gets. I challenged the wife on that one time. I was like, fine where someone had ever advertised the fact that a black kid stolen. Never. Except the only thing she found was Whoopi Goldberg complaining about the same thing I was saying. So you got someone who's. Yeah. That's the only time I've ever seen it. No one talks about it. So it's a sad deal. and you got someone trying to help, and it's just get on the side of anyone against Trump. That's all it is. And you really got to put your own bias aside for things that are here to protect the kids. And I mean, who really cares? It's the world's oldest profession, and it's still here. It ain't going nowhere. They'll find a way around it. They don't need your help. Like, stand. If you want to stand against something, like, I understand Jesus washed their feet. You know, Jesus washed the prostitute's feet, but then they also got stoned. So, it's a ridiculous thing that should not be of the concern of anybody. Like, you know, stand for something else. Stand for something that matters. And it's like kind of boils back into everybody getting behind the Stormy Daniels thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, everybody's all balls deep about the Stormy Daniels, and that's kind of winding down now finally. But it's a ridiculous platform to be on, and it kind of rolls us into the Bill Cosby thing that he got the 3 consecutive what does he do? Prison sentences. Yeah. 3, baby. And he probably won't go away. What's gonna happen?
It's just gonna disappear.
It's just going to disappear, like always happens with the rich guys, like the Tylenol killer. It all just disappears every time. So we're going to talk about it for a minute. We're going to see the memes, which are hilarious as always. The Bill Cosby memes have always been hilarious. And then it's just going to disappear. Nobody's going to talk about it, and he's going to be sitting up somewhere with all his... what was his money? He'll still be doing it. He'll be somewhere doing it. He'll still be doing his thing. It's his thing. It's his kink. With his, Fat Album, the Junkyard Gang money, he's still collecting on that, you know? He's still collecting on those red hoodies. And it's just going to disappear. And then it's weird because that's, you know what it is, the reason everybody's blowing up about the Kanye thing is to not talk about that, you know, because that was everyone's dude, man. Bill Cosby was the guy. And now they blew up about the Kanye thinking for himself. Like, if you just didn't talk about it, people would just see it, like his Twitter stuff. Yeah. Whatever, they would just see and be like, huh, typical Kanye. And then they bound to the next thing. But the fact it's getting so blown up is just to direct your thought away from things like Syria. To direct your thought away from things like North and South Korea. To direct where you're focusing. You're focusing on these things you can be mad about because people like being angry. Yeah. And then you can just run to your cry closets and cry about
Perfect
time. What do you think about the cry closets, Drunk Man?
Oh, the cry closets. I don't know. I would.
Would you cry in a closet?
I think I would. I would go there just to try it out. You know,
there are 2 places.
I don't want people getting the wrong idea about my masculinity, so...
Could you stand in line and just wait, like, oh, I got somewhere to be, like, when's this guy gonna be done in the the cry closet? I hate to look like porta potties. You know what I want to do? I want to go down, there's only like a couple campuses, but I want to go down there, and...
we should go down there with him when he like, moves in for his orientation, your nephew. We should go, like...
go down to the cry closet.
Go down there, like, we're here to help you move in, and cry.
We're here to cry with you, bro. You know, there's 2 places you can cry in this world. In the shower and in your truck when you're driving alone. And that's it.
No, bro. Don't project that masculinity on me. I'm going to my cry closet.
Well, you better wear your dress and your lipstick if you're going to try to be masculine around me.
Oh, man. Yeah.
It's so crazy, man. It's crazy what's going on.
They want a Buffalo Bill, all men.
Oh, turn us into Buffalo Bills. But as long as we vote liberal, they'll get behind us.
Exactly.
They're going to get behind us. We can do whatever we want. We can do whatever we want. They'll be behind us. As long as we check the right person on our ballots. I just say we check the right person. You know?
They don't have to know.
I'm a Filipino lady now, you know. So you were talking about the other day. I didn't really see anything about it until it was on Netflix, and of course it's on Netflix. The racial divide thing. I'm not familiarized with that at all. Which is the white, she looks Jewish to me, but we'll call her white. But she identifies as a black woman.
Yeah, so...
Stereotypical black woman, too. Not even just not like a Candace Owen or someone cool.
So I'm going to be honest. I brain dumped most of that when it happened because I feel like that happened like mid last year or maybe 2 years ago, something like that. But anyway, this lady, what was her name? Rachel... I don't know. This is going to look bad, but...
Rachel Divide.
Yeah, Rachel Divide. If anybody remembers, like, people will know, remember if, like, she basically, I'm explaining to you, was this white woman who she, like, on a good day after some tanning, she looks like she could be a light-skinned black woman with her hair too. So what she did was basically in these organizations. I don't remember what they were exactly, but some things along the lines of the NAACP, like organizations like that, like Black Power. Like I don't remember what the organizations were exactly, but she was like high ranking in those, and like up there and like planning events and whatnot, claiming that she's like I'm like half black or whatever, and then come to find out like she got put on blast or something she said at like an event, and then people that's one time messing up on the media's instant target on your back. They're gonna find everything out about you. Turns out she had no black relatives at all. Like she wasn't descended from a black grandmother or grandfather. She was straight up just a white lady portraying herself as a black lady. But in her mind, I don't know if anybody's ever like actually sat down with her and talked with her, like medical psychologist wise, is what I'm getting at. But I don't know if it's like she's playing as this role. But like they made a documentary. We haven't watched it, but we should watch it.
We should watch it and record it and just post us watching it and making fun of it.
Let us obliterate our ignorance to her plight.
Yeah.
To learn her side and see like is it like she just literally believes it, or it was just an act of the time, like everything going on in the world.
Yeah, I find everything interesting.
Because I mean, if she just like there are those people who just believe,
Be who you want to be, but don't use it to promote yourself. You know what I mean? Like, just do you. Everybody's out here just doing us. Why did she become so popular? You know what I mean?
Well, because
someone wanted her to become popular.
Yeah, well, because she was at the high point of like I said, she was in some organization that she had some sway in, and she went out. I think it was like national TV and said something stupid, like that offended a bunch of people, and then they went and saw her, like checked her background, and then they're like, oh, we got ourselves the perfect target, fucking destroy her, and I don't know. I'm gonna watch that, and then I'll get more solid facts. Like I'm just kind of shooting from the hip. I had this whole spiel down with my ex-wife. She explained the whole situation to me when it was happening, and then whenever what happened, whatever she said. I'm joking.
It's weird what gets talked about, like, and it's probably just another thing that was distracting from something else that was really happening, until they get people's pop cultures all stirred up.
Well, that's the thing too. When we watch it, we probably should check like hot items whenever like she was getting put on blast. Yeah. That'd be a fun little project, along with finding the next shit artist for next week.
Yeah, they kind of come to us. We don't like everybody else in the world. We don't go looking for it. It finds us.
Oh, on that, I want to say, like, I'm gonna put this out there, like, World Star's really going downhill for me, man.
World Star Hip Hop?
Yeah.
Why?
It's because the
World Star.
This is how I find out about the shit artists, is they're promoting these people. They're getting them out there. Like,
because they get 5 million views. Why
exactly.
Wouldn't they?
That's what I'm just
saying.
saying.
That's all it's about. It's back to the money, baby. Back to the
fights. That's what I'm saying. Go back to what you're about. I know I'm probably not as popular as the shit artists, but man, World Star, and you guys hearing me? More fights, less of Gucci FlipFlops, please.
It's bad, man. It's like KRS once said. Everything you do is your art, and when you produce your art, you imprint a piece of your soul on what you produce, what you construct, and it puts a piece of itself on you. You're tied together forever, and people are gonna see it, and they're gonna
honestly, I
know
probably
exactly what you're about from the first scene. So right out the gate, they're gonna know.
Well, I mean, I'll go on real quick and say I probably should apologize, because that's probably what World Star was. I know World Star is a fight thing, but they probably originally came out.
Well, the fact that people go out of their way. I mean, the kind of person that wants to go out of his way to see fights, to see people get hurt for their own entertainment. I mean,
yeah, but like,
what are you gonna expect from intelligence level out of those people?
That's it. Well, what I'm saying is like the brand itself, World Star Hip Hop. They chose that name probably when they started, but their brand
to
became
get attention.
Yeah, but their brand became the fights because of that's what was getting hits. And now it's trying to go back to what I guess.
That's not hip hop either.
Yeah.
That is not hip hop. The reason we quote the legend who calls Yadi Yakti Lord Jamar. The reason we quote Lord Jamar is because he understands the history of hip hop and what hip hop really is, and that ain't it. And World Star Hip Hop. I mean, it was like I said, it was a World Star was a fight thing, so they were never really about hip hop. So it's just kind of like they're stealing a culture to promote themselves.
Yeah.
Like you can still, like, I'm sure it gets black owned thing, but you be black and still steal a culture, which is what they're using. They're using the culture to make themselves money, and that's just really really dirty. It's dirty. But
That's
it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I really had.
Right, yeah, I think we did good.
So-
We covered, supporting the free thought, the libertarian Kanye.
Yeah, a little recap.
I can't wait to see what happens this week. It's been a crazy week since the last time we recorded, with the Korean War, with it's like Ben Shapiro said, whoever wrote 2018 has a sense of humor, man, because it is wild what's going
It's
on.
very wild. So, on closing, just to recap, don't project your masculinity on anyone.
Unless you're wearing a dress.
Unless you're wearing a dress. Kanye's still being Kanye. Gives a shit. Like, just don't pay attention. Bill Cosby, you fucked up, dude. You fucked up. Vox. Vox, I mean,
Yes.
I've never been a fan, but you're spiraling down.
Down the toilet, baby.
And yeah, Gucci FlipFlops, Rachel Devine. We'll get some more on that because that'll be fun to talk about. And if you guys have any problems with this, go to your cry closets. Later from the vape shop.